Hold on a minute. Why does he has charge? Is it from the car video? He got charged for that? Was good. Nah, I'm just chilling, bro. Just vibing. Wait, he actually has charges? Is this real charges? Wait.
Now, I didn't think I wanted to drop a video like this because as of right now, these are allegations.
Wait, the situation is crazy. Wait, hold on. These are real? I thought it was from that video where he was in the car tweaking. He has like legitimate. It's a very strong case. Oh, hold on a minute. I didn't know. I thought it was just a video. I know he has like legitimate cases. It's worse than the car. Oh.
More evidence and more evidence and more testimonials and more testimonials and more testimonials and more testimonials. Yeah, young Philly is cooked. See, in a post-Me Too world, people are sitting around and waiting for evidence of these alleged offenders every single day now. People don't want to jump off the edge, jump to conclusions, and claim a man to be guilty when he could potentially be proven innocent. But not only is it the clips that are resurfacing of young Philly, and not even necessarily the testimonials of strangers or different people that are very interesting on the internet, but mainly the friends that he had associations with that are doing strange things about him in this situation that have people thinking, yo, we gotta lock this guy the hell up.
British rapper and YouTuber Young Philly has been charged with rape over allegations he attacked and strangled a woman on his Australian tour. Police arrested the 29-year-old in Brisbane on Tuesday. He was sent to Perth on Wednesday to face a hearing after the alleged attack happened there following a show.
Philly I always thought bro was genuine, but it shows no one. Yeah, man, it's heartbreaking, honestly. But what I learned too is like, these are the people he be surrounding himself with. That's why you really gotta pick your circles carefully, bro, because you become the sum of the most people, the 5 people you hang around with. If they on some weird timing, most likely you on that too. So you got, you know what I mean?
Sexually assaulting a woman in her 20s in his hotel on the 28th of September. The alleged assault happened after a performance at Bar One nightclub in the suburb of Hillary's on the 27th of September. Detectives from Western Australia Police's Sexual Assault Squad charged Philly with 4 counts of sexual penetration without consent. They also arrested him on 3 counts of assault and 1 count of impeding a person's normal breathing or circulation by applying pressure to her neck. He appeared at Perth Magistrates Court on Thursday, where his application for bail was adjourned until later in the day. Fans of Philly gathered outside the court and sat inside the public gallery during the hearing, while others commented on social media. One said, "I need to know Chunks' reaction on what he allegedly did." Another wrote, "This broke my heart. He is best known for being an integral part of the group called Beta Squad and working with the Sidemen."
Wow. Yeah, Chunks is not looking good. The young Philly was granted a bail of $122,000 and he must stay in the western portion of Australia and report to the police 3 times a week. And listen, I don't know too many bail things that have this many conditions on it, but that's not a good sign to me.
Meet Andres. See, Andres has a problem. He's performing in Bar One Perth on the first night of his tour. You'll know him as Young Philly, and after this exact performance is where his problems really began.
That's really insane.
Are extremely serious. But before the warrant for his arrest, Philly carried on his tour of Australia. A week later, he was finishing his tour on the other side of Australia, and he was arrested on multiple accounts of SA, and he was returned back to Perth to face his trial. The prosecutors opposed.
If he was arrested for this, why is this just now coming up? Bro, I seen this guy playfully grabbing his girl's throat. I knew he was on some weird, bro. If he was genuinely arrested, they should have been had like the open case documents for this, right? Why is everyone just now finding out?
His bail due to the strength of the evidence that they have, CCTV and photos that support the case, the seriousness of the charges, and they believe Philly to be a flight risk due to being from Colombia and he could end up back there, aka doing a runner. The magistrate decided to grant him bail under strict.
24 a year, weirdos being exposed.
Report to the police station. A $50,000 as a deposit, and he's banned from talking about the case in public. So of course on social media. The fact is, everyone is innocent until proven guilty, but it does not look good. The next court date is in December, so we will find out a lot more information then.
Now, there's some very important details that we must discuss, and I promise you, if you had any sort of belief that Philly was gonna skate this or come out clean in this situation, after reading this, I just don't know how. Western Australia Police Prosecutor Julius DePietro.
2024 is a weird, bro. Bro, I'm telling y'all, this is kind of weird if you think about it. This guy just doesn't respect women. It's kind of weird, bro, like how all these people are starting to show their like dark side, like in 2024 at that too. Like it's weird, just like, and it's all the same thing. SA, child, you know what I mean? Like all just weird stuff. Like
This is an extremely strong prosecution case against Philly.
They're
He
moving their
claims they
videos
have
with him?
CCTV and photo evidence which helps to prove the accusations are true. The prosecution told the courts the alleged victim's body is marked by a history of violent acts. In the hours after Philly was charged, England's FA swiftly pulled the Colombian-born Brit from their upcoming YouTube projects. He is banned from leaving the state and must also report to Perth Police Station in Northbridge every day. Philly's defense lawyer argued the victim was drunk at the time and the alleged ordeal on September 28th, Channel 9 reported. He had performed at a show at Perth's Bar One nightclub the hours before meeting the woman making the allegations. Prosecutor wanted Philly to remain behind bars as he accused the star's fame of potentially playing a part in the assault. He said, "This has already made headlines. Given the nature of social media, the nature of people jumping on bandwagons, given the nature of the power imbalance between parties." Now, the last time we've seen a public figure do something on closed circuit TV, he got labeled as one of the most vile people in American pop culture history. And of course, I'm talking about P. Diddy when he did the things with Cassie.
I don't know why the updates
situation,
about R. Kelly.
people didn't want to believe Cassie. People wanted to write her off as a gold digger. People wanted to write her off as all sorts of things. In that situation, once the video evidence came forth, there was no more denying that P. Diddy was the scum of the earth. And I don't know how this Young Philly situation is going to come out, but if there is anybody still on his side, the CCTV evidence should pretty much wrap this case up. I don't care what type of defense.
I'm not defending him either, but you know what's messed up? Here's the sad part about the reality of it too. Let's say in a crazy universe he is innocent. His image will forever be stained just because the fact that he was put in this situation. You know what I mean? Like with these kind of cases, even if you are proclaimed innocent, most of the time people don't forget and they still joke about it or they still look at you different even though you literally were innocent. There's a basketball player, I can't remember his name, but he plays for the Bulls. He literally got proved innocent in a case like this, a SA case. And everyone's calling him like Josh Giddey. That's his name. Josh Giddey. There was like there's like what was they saying? They were saying something Josh Diddy or something like that. Yeah, that's what it was calling him, Josh Diddy and all that. It was making fun of him. And he became innocent. And they still be making fun of him. He was like, bro, it's low-key sickening. But it's actually kind of sad. I'm sure that happened to Lil Mosey. Yeah, bro, it's sad, bro. Even if you're proven innocent, people still don't care, bro. It just will forever taint you.
I don't know what type of excuse you could come up with for forcefully penetrating somebody without their consent multiple times, assaulting them on camera like that. And I don't know if you understood what they were saying, but that impeding of somebody's airways is choking them. Now, just like in that P. Diddy situation, people don't just start doing stuff like this. People usually have histories. Where there is smoke, there is usually fire.
You know, sometimes I don't get what I'm saying.
They're not always focused on negative
more
facts.
good manners. Like, what else do you want? I've got manners, bro.
Make those your vows. During the wedding,
In order to get a girl, all you need is long wit and good manners. Long wit and good manners is it's incredible, man.
At least when you're taking her back to the bedroom, then you go, no, please, after you.
No, bro, like, yeah, I got long wit and good manners so I can get anything. Sicko, man. Sick in the head. A girl's going to sit down at the table and he goes, what do you look for the guy? Long wit and good manners. Hey, it's me. Like, come on,
never speaking to Philly
What
again.
I truly mean is these people show these patterns or these sorts of signs many years before they even get into these positions. And then the power and the fame and the influence just amplify their disgusting tendencies. And this isn't some sort of secret or anything like that. Even their homeboys can tell when people like this are nasty, they wouldn't have anything to do with them when it comes to those types of relationships, specifically with their family.
Yeah, I wouldn't let you marry my family, but yeah.
Why? I'm a good man.
Yeah.
What's wrong with me?
No, I have too many stories. But anyway, yeah.
What
appreciate that,
stories?
please. Huh? Ben to the left. I'm not listen. That's very scary.
Yeah,
man.
but what's that got to do with you when I'm clarting?
Huh?
You just got to worry about I'm treating your sibling good.
25-year-old can't be with a 16-year-old.
Yes, they can.
Yes. What? Why not?
A 25-year-old with a 16-year-old.
Yeah.
That can't be.
I know,
As soon as
bro.
you're
I
16.
agree, G. I agree. Morally, it's wrong, but the law
As
is
soon
they
as you're
can.
16, you're legal.
You're allowed to
I
club.
thought 16 could be with other
That's
16-year-olds.
No.
Up to 18, and then 19. For example, a
That is
19-year-old
actually
can't be
wild.
with a 16-year-old.
I might
Actually,
be
no,
wrong.
I thought that as well. I've just realised that.
Stop the cap.
A 25-year-old cannot be with a 16-year-old. It's illegal, and it's immoral, and it's disgusting.
16-year-old.
See, it's all fun and games in this
Why
content
is-
space. And normally people will push these things off to the side as, hey, this is what the creators do, especially
How do
when
people feel comfortable dating that much younger than themselves, though? Like me personally, I can never date someone that much younger than me unless I'm like so old that it doesn't matter. Like I feel like something that wouldn't matter is like 40 and 30. Like I don't think that matters. At that point, you're both literally no more older than you're gonna get. But like if you're like, I feel like if you're anything under, I feel like if you're not 30, I feel like if you're under 30 and they're like under 30 as well, I feel like if you're both under 30, then it has to be somewhat close. You get what I'm saying? It depends on what stages of life you're in. I agree, but I agree to an extent because some people, like let's say you're really there in life at 18 and you're trying to date a 30-year-old man. Yeah, it's legal like he said, but it's like you're there, but it just, I don't know. If you're 28 dating 26, that's normal. Yeah, that's normal, but like I feel like if you're both under 30, it should be somewhat relative. Somewhat. I'm not saying it has to be all the time for everybody. I'm not saying that. But if you're both under 30, I feel like it should be somewhat relative. Once you're both over 30, it no longer matters. It no longer matters. Like 28 and 20, like I mean, it's not bad, but I personally wouldn't do it. Like 29 and 23, I mean, it's a little better, but I still personally wouldn't do it. Like I just feel like it should be at least 5 to 6 year gap. I'd say. No, nothing over 7 if you're both under 30, in my personal opinion.
They're content creating with women. Oh, this is a
just 5 year
society.
age gap.
You can't even have contact with women anymore, etc., etc. But like I've been telling people for a long time, there's a difference between doing content.
That's just my opinion, though. That's not law.
Acceptable like, and one-offs and
do what
still
you
not
do.
appearing
That's just
to
what
be
I would
some
do
sort of deviant. And what these guys are doing.
Their care and affection towards me, so it's only right that I take both. Wine, you best mind that I don't. Ooh, yeah. Alright, listen, I've got a next one for you, yeah? You see, if I started grabbing your waist and controlled you, I would have got excited, so that's why I just step back and let you do what you're doing. No, wait. Let's end it there. Because we end it there, yeah? Alright, lock off the camera.
These people, and it's not just Young Philly, there are people in subsections of the internet that are using the words content as a way to get off their nasty and disgusting behaviors. And I'm not gonna blanketly label anybody or call anybody out or whatever the case may be, but all these people that do these essay pranks in public where they're smacking somebody's behind and then faking like they're blind.
No, he got a disorder. He got a disorder. Oh, disorder my ass.
Nah, that was too accurate.
No.
Not defending him, by the way, but the girl chose to do that with him. That doesn't really make him look bad. 100%. I don't know why he used that clip. I don't think he used that clip in like a way to like demean him, but that was. Yeah.
He can't see. He disrespectful. I know he can hear.
Telling them to give me a 360, please, begging. That's coercion, gang. I don't agree with any of that being labeled under the umbrella as content. Because ultimately what ends up happening is these people end up building a case against themselves in the court of public perception. Especially when you're running around doing a lot of collaborations in the town that you frequent, you're gonna get a rap for yourself. And Young Philly is no different than anybody else. He had a rap sheet that spanned from not just anybody and everybody that's a random on the street, but even people that are on his own platform today.
I've got a real story about when I first met Philly. So we got a friend called no, but I understand it now in hindsight. Yeah, not rude. It was just love and guidance for the riders. Yeah. But what happened was we got a friend called Ike, yeah, who used to do like little parties and whatnot. I think Philly was hosting one of the nights, yeah. And then he was like to me, you know what, come down, come meet Philly or like host it together. So I was doing my own little something or whatever, yeah. And then I've seen Philly, I've watched these videos, innit? Because I used to watch the Sunday stories, and I think out of us three, I think I'm more linked with Philly with the content, because we kind of like how raw we was, and I was like, this is basically me, innit? So I bigged him up on some.
I love the way you take people
talk. Man, I see you doing your thing, you know, he said to me, yeah, love. He tapped my hand and said, yeah, love. And obviously I'm with Mandem, yeah. And I've come out of my comfort zone. I wanted to snuff him.
This is even so bad that Walter from Fresh and Fit, yeah, somebody who had seen.
Wait, so his story was basically that he said what's up to Philly, and Philly didn't really. What was the point? What?
For these days, if Walter is not on your side in these situations, then I don't know what to tell you. But Walter from Fresh and Fit has even called him out on his BS.
So, we are going to the club, and we're there having a great time. The club is closing in like 30 minutes or so. Out of the blue, this guy pops up. I'm like, who's this nigga? Talking to the girls, touchy-feely. I'm just like, did someone invite this nigga? The girl next to me that's also a YouTuber was like, yeah, well, that's so-and-so. He's a popular YouTuber here in the UK. I was, oh, okay. He didn't know most of the girls there. He just knew one of them that I was talking to, which is fine. And the one I'm talking to, he takes particular interest into. So he's like talking to her, touching her, whatever. She's looking at me like, yo, like, what you trying to do? I'm like, listen, do your thing. Because I'm not going to, force it, whatever. I'm talking to the YouTuber girl, and she's like, yo, listen, like, I know she wants to go home with you, so I'm going to talk to her, because I can tell he's being very pushy. We spoke for, maybe 5 minutes. But in real time, bro, I'm like, nigga, you see me with Shorty, like, are you good? Listen, bro, this is your city, bro.
Okay, that changes things a lot.
So we walk outside of the club, and we're just there chilling. I kid you not, bro. The nigga's pulling the girl to the car, like pulling her, legit pulling her. And I'm like, I'm going to the hotel. And her friends are like, yo, this is crazy. Like, what's happening? Somebody go get her. She's like, where are you guys going? Like, why is he pulling me this way? So I leave. I go to my hotel. I get a text saying, yo, listen, I'm dropping her off to you right now, which is the YouTuber girl that told me she's coming. And then I asked her, so what happened? You didn't want to go home, boy? Oh, no, this and that. He was being pushy, whatever. But I want to go home with you. I just didn't want to, make a scene. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. So I was like, oh, shit, this is how this nigga moves. She's like, yeah, everyone knows. So that's when I heard the story. I'm like, I'm not surprised because I've seen it myself. And I've heard from other people the same thing.
Apparently, he's always had this style of.
That's what's so weird too, though. You don't think that's weird? How the minute someone get thrown under the bus, everyone got stories, everyone got situations. You don't think that's weird? Like y'all be seeing and knowing stuff and don't say nothing. That is mad weird. But I gotta ask if they said this story after he got arrested or before. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like these stories. These stories literally pop up out of nowhere, and I'm not saying he didn't or didn't do it. I just find that funny how everyone has something to say. They don't want drama. I can understand, but I can't. Like if I see something that's not right, and I know someone's not right, I'm gonna speak on it. At least with the people around me and the people I'm with. I may not bring it to the internet, but I'm gonna let people know yo, bro, he's weird. Like, I'm gonna let people know, he be on top of, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have to bring it to the net or whatever the case may be. But I know for a fact that, I'm not gonna let other people become victims to what could potentially be going on. You know what I mean?
Where he comes off as Pepe Le Pew, that little skunk from the Looney Tunes who is way too horny. But I think that those are kid gloves in these conversations because the things that they're talking about in these allegations, we're talking about a time where he's not even in Australia for a lengthy amount of time. A history of marks on her body. These are marks that have had time to heal, time to reset, new marks, old marks, all these different things on this young woman's body. Yeah, this sounds like one of the most devious people in the world. And with the way that social media is set up, it's hard to ignore some of these things. Now, mind you, I'm a person that can believe that things can be one-offs. Things can be, oh, this was just this moment. It's totally out of context. But I do believe in pattern recognition. If John is always late to church or if Jane is always late to work, then we know that work isn't important to them. So who's telling what these two people would do with these situations? So if Philly is taking kisses from women without their consent, choking them on camera, feeling comfortable like that.
Choking her? What you trying to kill her? Like a choke. It was more like a... Know what I mean?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, see, look.
Well, it's not wild, bro. I didn't even squeeze.
He said no, bro.
Oh, then done. She did, man.
The car video is crazy.
Who knows what he would do when those cameras are off because of the person that he thinks he is. And then if you combine that with the internet is sweepingly calling an arrogant attitude.
I didn't see that part where he was choking her. I didn't see that part. I seen the part where he got super close to her and was rubbing on her or something like that. And you could see it in her face that she was visibly irritated. She didn't know. You could tell that she was uncomfortable. I seen that and I was like, what the heck?
You have a guy that's willing to do any and everything to anybody because he thinks he's the shit.
We're exchanging DMs back and forth. I was 20 at this point, and then he finds my YouTube videos and he's sending me pictures of myself in my videos, telling me he didn't like what I was wearing or he didn't how I looked in that video. And then I can't remember what I responded, but I tried to just be oh haha, and then he sent me the most brutal message being look, you seem like a lovely girl, but honestly I just could not be any less interested in you, so I'm not gonna let you waste your time on this. And I was like, oh my
I bet you felt
God,
so humble.
I never wanted to show my face ever again.
Now a lot of people in this situation, me included, have one question and one question only. Philly is around a lot of people when he does these acts on camera. Where are those people and what the hell do they have to say?
First of all, I'm the exact same as yous. I'm shocked, but
He's now obviously involved in legal proceedings. I cannot comment on legal proceedings. Yeah, you know it is.
That's one thing I don't get
mad.
either, though.
Honestly.
Is this his friend? Because if it is, I got something to say. And I've been feeling like saying this for a minute. Because I see it with every accusation video that comes out. I'm not going to cap. Here's the thing. I'm assuming this is his friend with what I'm about to say. If your friend or someone you know gets into problems or an altercation or a situation or whatever the case may be, that has nothing to do with you. You don't have to say nothing. You don't have to explain anything. You don't have to speak on their behalf. You don't have to do none of that. It's not your situation. If you associate yourself with that person, then I guess people feel like you have some need to put in some input, but realistically, you don't. Like, you don't have to talk about what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm hanging out with somebody and it turns out next day he's a predator or something like crazy like that, right? Yeah, but the internet low-key demands a response from there. But I get you. Yeah, but like, yeah, 100%. But as the person, like, let's say my man's has done some crazy stuff I've never known, and then people will come to my post pages and social media feed to ask me about him. I just don't get it. Like, you're asking me about another person. That, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I can't comment on legal proceedings. I don't know anything more.
Now, we're still waiting for his running mate Chunks to make some sort of comment about the situations, but the only thing that I have to say about it is people know their friends' tendencies. I love the fact that people are always shocked when this is a bad person who does a bad thing. No, that is so stupid to me. I get it. There is possibility that somebody could surprise you by the depths that they would take it, but to act like you don't see the signs there with this person, we've all been there as men, as women, as people who have seen somebody do something weird, and you say to yourself in your head or out loud in that time, that was a little bit off. That was a little bit aggressive. You should probably calm down, etc., etc., etc. And I'm here to tell you, if you've never said that to somebody or someone,
bro, if I ever get into any accusation, I'm letting you know right now, I'm gonna be defined as guilty because I'm not talking on nothing, bro. I feel like accusations is the dumbest thing. Like, but I see what you're saying, like not saying that, and they say, "Oh, he must be guilty," which is idiotic, but it's just how the internet works. You can't win on here, which is why there's no point in even trying. But I don't know. I just can't see myself ever. I feel like not speaking on something it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, why I feel like explaining myself for something I know I didn't do. If I know I'm not guilty, I'm not finna come on here with a whole speech, paragraph, script, and you guys are ruining my life. It wasn't me. Like, you know, I feel like that looks more guilty than just being like, bro, stop talking to me. That's dumb. You know I ain't do that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'd probably make a 10-second response video. Didn't do it. That'd be my video right there. It wasn't me. I put that in the title. Thumbnail would be me like this.
Situation, then you probably are that person. I'm not saying that they're complicit in these actions, but checking your friend a long time ago is something that probably should have been done specifically in this situation. And the reason why people probably don't check him is because all these entities are just such big businesses on YouTube. I think he does stuff with Adobe and different banks in the UK, and he's with some charities and stuff like that. They are so involved, and the money is flowing so fast and so fierce that it is no different than any other celebrity situation where nobody wants to get cut off. Nobody wants to ostracize anybody. Nobody wants to blow the whistle on somebody who is effectively harming sponsors. And regardless of what goes on in these proceedings, what happens in these situations is when it rains, it pours. So all of the allegations, all of the questions about his character, all of the story times of him being some sort of freaky, nasty guy, at this point, Beta Squad or anybody else associated with him is going to have no choice but to drop Young Philly in any sort of proceedings or any sort of business ventures that they have going forward. And to be honest with you, rightfully so. Literally nobody is defending this guy. I can't find a singular soul. They're just pawning it off to a bunch of different matters. It's shocking. Legal matter, I can't comment. Or what's been plentiful is people that have had interactions with him time and time again, bashing this dude for the personality that he is. Now, there's a lot of nuance that needs to be had in that conversation, and a lot of validity in some of the points, and maybe some pushback that needs to be had in some of the other points. What I want people to really, really realize this year, 2024 especially, is that these celebrity influencers are not who you say they are.
I actually got told to humble myself once by some other like social media star.
Humble yourself?
Oh my god! Yeah, she could
Humble
sing.
yourself.
Yeah,
That's
he did. He was like,
fucking
humble yourself. You can be like that, have a big ego, but you can also be nice. They come across arrogant.
Yeah.
Whereas like, a lot of the things we talk about in this podcast, we're just bantering.
A lot of them are using content and the power that they have, the fame that they've gained, the notoriety that they gain as some sort of way to be evil. And honestly, they probably were evil beforehand. They are just now amplified and magnified to the surface because of the stuff that they have going on for themselves now. Young Philly was a part of one of the biggest, the second biggest group in YouTube in the UK. He had all the connections in the world, was able to travel all over the world, and was considered a rock star to a lot of people. And with that fame, that notoriety, and that power, he used it to allegedly take advantage of somebody. But even outside of that situation, these aren't allegations. These are people's actual accounts of their interactions. He's been using his power this whole time to be some sort of dickhead. The people around him have been complicit.
It's always the people who don't need to. It's crazy.
I know that some of them have seen some of the actions of Young Philly. It's just recorded on camera and they laughed it off as content. And hell, they just moved on like it was nothing. All this stuff is weird. These guys like to use the excuse of pushing the boundaries and saying it's all for the content as a reason to get their nasty shit off. But I'm here to
I know exactly what he means. Like when people be doing like those one memes and stuff. Bro, I won't lie to you. I messed with bro's content. This feels so weird to me. Bro, I know exactly what he's talking about too when he means like the content and all that. Like people who do like, they do like, you know how like people be pretending to like, you know what I mean? I don't know. You gotta watch like them. Watch a 20v1 video. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Like they be horned out, bro. They be doing all types of crazy stuff. And then, oh, it's just content. Like, nah, bro. Y'all are wildin'.
Say stop it. Identify when somebody does something is weird, call them out, hold them accountable for these things, and make them either publicly address it, apologize, or in these cases where people are being handsy, gropey, and honestly abusive to people on camera, get them off the internet.
That was a good video. I didn't know Philly really had that going on, bro. That's actually crazy. I don't know. I don't really watch UK YouTubers like that, but dang, bro, they really got Philly up out of here, bro. I'm telling you, man.